The learning objective for this jump is all about slot flying and reinforcing the idea that a dock is nothing but a formality. So we're going to build a couple of very basic points, just a star and alternating side bodies. And I want you to take a pause before and after each grip and before and after each move to the next point. Okay, so in the exit for this jump, you're going to be launching a side body, and you'll have a floater and a diver. The floater will have both hands on the bar, their left leg will be trailing, chin is up, and chest is squared and presented to the wind. The diver will have side body grips on the floater, their weight on their back right leg, that way their left leg can be the first to step off the plane. And then as you come out of the door, you will present your chest and hips to the wind. You're going to get that right arm up and expose the inside of your right leg as well. The floater gives the count with their left leg. Again, as you come out of the door, make sure you have good presentation. And then the points for this jump are really simple, just building a star and then alternating who's giving a side body. Now, the things I want you to think about as you walk through this jump are taking a breath between the points and really focus on slot flying rather than getting as many points as you can. So when you slow this whole thing down, you'll focus on keeping really light grips, pausing between the docks and the turns. And if you notice, when we're walking this dive, our feet don't move unless we are changing position, but they don't move between taking the docks and letting go of the docks. And that way you can practice staying still and not backing out of your slot when you release the dock, because we really want to enforce that the dock is just a formality. And walk a few pages, practicing gentle grips, keeping eye contact, and then establish your break-off altitude and practice your track. I'm gonna let the whole dive play through once, and then I will give a debrief. Okay, so we have a good climb out and set up in the door. I give Jacob's leg a shake to make sure he knows I am ready and set up. And as we come out the door, really the biggest critique I have in this whole jump is that 360 that the formation does as we come out. And that's pretty common with a side body. And typically that's caused either from the diver diving too far out, coming out a little bit late and holding their leg back, or the floater not having a strong enough presentation with their legs. And I think what's happening in this case is that I might be a moment late on his dive. My head should really be closer into his rig and leaving with him. And I think I might be holding his leg back and not allowing him to present. And then that just kind of induces this left turn of the formation as we come off the hill. Outside of that, I think the jump went perfectly. We're focusing on flying our slot more so than how many points we get. Honestly, I didn't even keep track because that was not the goal. The goal was to make sure the dock was a formality and not back up when we released the dock. We had really light grips the entire time. We stayed on level, maintaining eye contact, keeping track of our altitude between turns. But really, you see, we don't move. We're just flying our slot really steady. Strong legs, which really frees up your arms that you can reach for that dock and then you don't back up when you let go. Little bit of a brain lock there, whose turn it was to turn, but overall, really beautiful.